What happens when the unspoken tensions within the royal family finally break into the open? Princess Anne, one of the monarchy's most steadfast and private members, has reportedly delivered a message to Queen Camilla that has stunned everyone. But what was in this message, and why did it have such a profound impact on the royal family? Could this dramatic moment signal a deeper divide within the monarchy, or is it simply a fleeting moment of disagreement between two strong-willed women? What does this revelation mean for Queen Camilla's role, and how will King Charles navigate the growing rift between his sister and wife? Let's explore these questions as we go through them. The relationship between Princess Anne and Queen Camilla has always been the subject of quiet speculation. Both women are strong-willed and deeply rooted in their roles within the royal family, but their paths to prominence could not be more different. Anne, often hailed as the hardest-working royal, has spent decades building her reputation as a steadfast figure within the monarchy. From her equestrian accomplishments to her tireless dedication to charitable causes, she has remained an emblem of consistency. Camilla, on the other hand, has had a more tumultuous journey to public acceptance. Once vilified as the other woman in King Charles's marriage to Princess Diana, she has worked tirelessly to redefine her role and earn her place as queen consort. For years, these two figures have coexisted within the royal sphere, their interactions largely shielded from public view. Yet, beneath the surface, there have been whispers of tension. Anne's unwavering commitment to tradition and her no-nonsense approach to royal duties have sometimes clashed with Camilla's more modern and occasionally controversial trajectory. Those close to the palace have long suggested that their differing views on the monarchy's role in a changing world have led to quiet but persistent friction. Now, with this new revelation, that friction has come into sharp focus. Insiders report that the message delivered by Princess Anne was not just a critique but a deeply emotional plea. Described as tragic in its tone, it is said to have touched on matters both personal and symbolic, leaving Queen Camilla visibly shaken. While the exact contents of the message remain closely guarded, sources suggest that it addressed the enduring legacy of the late Queen Elizabeth II and the expectations she held for the family. Anne, who shared a particularly close bond with her mother, has always been seen as a custodian of the Queen's values. Could this message have been a call to uphold those values, delivered at a moment when Anne felt they were at risk? The timing of the message has added another layer of intrigue. King Charles's reign is still in its early stages, and the monarchy faces mounting pressure to adapt to a modern world while preserving its storied traditions. As queen consort, Camilla has taken on a prominent role, but her every move remains under scrutiny. Public sentiment about her place in the monarchy is still divided, and this latest development threatens to reignite old criticisms. For Princess Anne, the decision to speak out now suggests a sense of urgency, as though she felt compelled to intervene before it was too late. The fallout from Anne's message has been immediate. Within the palace, there is reportedly a growing sense of unease. Staff members accustomed to navigating the daily intricacies of royal life are now faced with managing the delicate aftermath of this internal conflict. Meanwhile, the public response has been equally swift and polarizing. Supporters of Princess Anne have praised her for her courage and commitment to the monarchy's integrity, while others have questioned whether her actions could deepen divisions within the family. Amid this turmoil, questions about the relationship between Anne and Camilla have taken center stage. While the two have often been portrayed as polar opposites, their shared roles within the monarchy mean they are inextricably linked. For Anne, the monarchy is a sacred institution, one that demands unwavering dedication and sacrifice. Camilla, though also committed, has faced a different set of challenges, fighting to overcome public skepticism and establish herself as a trusted figure by King Charles's side. This stark contrast in their experiences may help explain the underlying tension between them. Anne's life has been one of duty above all else, marked by a relentless work ethic and a refusal to court the spotlight. Camilla's journey, in contrast, has been shaped by controversy and reinvention, requiring her to navigate a far more turbulent path to acceptance. While both women share a love for King Charles and a desire to see the monarchy thrive, their perspectives on how to achieve this goal seem fundamentally at odds. As news of Anne's message continues to spread, its impact on the royal family's dynamics remains uncertain. For King Charles, the situation presents a deeply personal dilemma. His relationship with his sister has always been close, forged by a shared history and a mutual understanding of their unique roles within the family. At the same time, his bond with Camilla is one of profound partnership, built on decades of shared experiences and a deep sense of trust. Navigating the tensions between these two important women in his life will undoubtedly test his ability to balance personal loyalties with his responsibilities as monarch. For the public, the revelation has reignited interest in the often hidden dynamics of royal life. The monarchy, despite its outward displays of unity, is ultimately a family, subject to the same complexities and conflicts that define familial relationships everywhere. Anne's message, tragic as it may be, has offered a rare glimpse into these internal struggles, reminding the world that even the most carefully curated public images can conceal deep and unresolved tensions. The question now is whether this revelation will lead to reconciliation or further discord. Will Anne and Camilla find a way to bridge their differences for the sake of the monarchy, or will this conflict mark the beginning of a deeper rift? As the royal family grapples with this latest challenge, one thing is certain: the world will be watching closely, eager to see how this drama unfolds. Princess Anne's public adherence to royal protocol, particularly during her recent interaction with Queen Camilla, has reignited discussions about the underlying dynamics within the royal family. While the moment may have seemed like a simple adherence to tradition, it underscores a deeper truth. Princess Anne is fiercely protective of the monarchy's traditions and values, a trait that has defined her public persona for decades. This unwavering commitment is not surprising to those who know Anne's history. As the second child of Queen Elizabeth II, Anne has always taken her role seriously, embracing her duties with a no-nonsense attitude that has earned her respect from the public and within royal circles. Her approach to royal life is grounded in practicality and a steadfast belief that the monarchy must maintain its structure and dignity to remain relevant in a changing world. This is why her interactions with Queen Camilla, who represents a different journey into royal life, often spark intrigue. Camilla's path to queen consort has been anything but conventional. From the days of her controversial relationship with King Charles to her eventual acceptance by the public and the royal family, her journey has been marked by reinvention. Unlike Princess Anne, whose role within the monarchy has been consistent and traditional, Camilla has had to navigate a far more complicated road, often under intense public scrutiny. This difference in their paths naturally influences their perspectives on royal life, leading to moments of friction that are as much about principles as they are about personalities. The recent interaction at the University of London highlighted these contrasting approaches. Queen Camilla's gesture to invite Anne to precede her was an attempt to break from protocol, perhaps as a signal of equality or camaraderie. Yet Anne's refusal, though polite, reaffirmed her belief in maintaining the established order. This moment was not just about the two women. It was a reflection of the broader challenge facing the monarchy as it seeks to balance tradition with modernization. Such moments of tension are not unique to Anne and Camilla. They echo a larger, ongoing debate within the royal family about how best to adapt to the modern world. For some, like Princess Anne, the answer lies in preserving the traditions that have sustained the monarchy for centuries. For others, like Camilla, flexibility and a willingness to evolve are seen as necessary to remain relatable and respected in today's society. Despite their differences, both women share a commitment to the monarchy, though they express it in very different ways. This shared commitment is evident in their dedication to their roles and the causes they champion. Anne's tireless work for charities and her reputation as the hardest-working royal contrast with Camilla's focus on literacy and domestic violence awareness, yet both contribute meaningfully to the institution's legacy. The question, however, is whether these contrasting approaches can coexist without creating deeper rifts. Anne's recent message to Camilla, described as both tragic and heartfelt, adds a layer of complexity to their relationship. Though the exact contents of the message remain undisclosed, it is clear that it resonated deeply within the royal family, prompting discussions not only about Anne and Camilla, but also about the future direction of the monarchy itself. Insiders suggest that the message touched on themes close to Anne's heart, including the enduring legacy of Queen Elizabeth II and the importance of upholding the values she embodied. Anne, who shared a uniquely close bond with her mother, has always been seen as the family member most aligned with the late Queen's ethos. Her decision to address Camilla directly suggests a sense of urgency, as though she felt compelled to speak out to protect those values. Camilla, for her part, is said to have been taken aback by the message. While she has worked tirelessly to earn her place as Queen Consort, moments like these serve as a reminder that acceptance within the royal family is not always guaranteed. The tension between her and Anne highlights the challenges of navigating a role that comes with immense responsibility and constant scrutiny. For King Charles, this dynamic poses a unique challenge. As both a husband and a brother, he finds himself caught between two women who hold deeply personal and principled views about the monarchy. Balancing these relationships while maintaining his focus on leading the institution is no small task. His reign, still in its early stages, is already marked by efforts to modernize the monarchy and ensure its relevance in a rapidly changing world. The tension between Anne and Camilla could either serve as a distraction or an opportunity to address the family's evolving dynamics. Public reaction to these developments has been mixed. Many admire Princess Anne for her steadfast adherence to tradition, viewing her as a symbol of continuity in an uncertain time. Others sympathize with Camilla, recognizing the immense challenges she has faced in her journey to becoming Queen Consort. Social media platforms are abuzz with debates, as supporters of both women share their perspectives on what this tension means for the monarchy. Amid this public discourse, the royal family has remained characteristically silent, offering no official comment on the matter. This silence only fuels speculation, as observers attempt to piece together the implications of Anne's message and the resulting fallout. For some, this moment represents a turning point, a chance for the royal family to confront its internal differences and emerge stronger. For others, it is a sign of deeper divides that could threaten the institution's stability. As the dust begins to settle, one thing is clear. The relationship between Princess Anne and Queen Camilla will continue to be a focal point for those who follow the monarchy. Their differing views, shaped by their unique experiences and roles, offer a glimpse into the complexities of royal life. While their interactions may sometimes reveal tension, they also highlight the shared dedication that binds them together, a dedication to ensuring the monarchy endures for generations to come. This ongoing story serves as a reminder that the monarchy is not just an institution, but a family, one that faces its own struggles and challenges. How Princess Anne and Queen Camilla navigate their differences will not only shape their personal relationship, but also influence the monarchy's ability to adapt and thrive in the years ahead. The royal family, often perceived as a bastion of unity and tradition, is no stranger to internal tensions, particularly when strong personalities collide. The unfolding dynamic between Princess Anne and Queen Camilla has now entered a critical phase, as Anne's tragic message continues to ripple through the corridors of Buckingham Palace. What began as a private exchange has now become a topic of public speculation, drawing attention to the challenges inherent in reconciling differing visions within the monarchy. For Princess Anne, her message was not meant to be a rebuke but a heartfelt call to action. Those close to her described the communication as deeply personal, reflecting her fears that the monarchy's enduring principles might be compromised. Anne has always believed that the institution thrives when its members prioritize service over self-interest and adhere to the customs that have sustained it through centuries of change. To her, these traditions are not relics of the past but essential pillars for the monarchy's future. Camilla, however, has approached her role with a focus on evolution, recognizing that the monarchy must modernize to stay relevant in a society increasingly skeptical of inherited privilege. Her efforts to project warmth and relatability have been deliberate, from championing causes close to her heart to stepping into her duties as Queen Consort with grace and humor. Yet the weight of public perception remains heavy. Camilla's past, once a tabloid fixation, still casts a shadow, making her every move as Queen Consort a point of scrutiny. The tension between Anne and Camilla has been simmering for some time, though largely kept under wraps. Anne's adherence to protocol and her uncompromising approach to duty have sometimes clashed with Camilla's less rigid, more approachable style. However, Anne's recent decision to put her thoughts into words marks a significant shift, suggesting that she sees the stakes as higher than ever. The content of the message remains speculative, but insiders hint that it touched on the late Queen Elizabeth II's legacy and the importance of preserving the monarchy's core identity. Anne's relationship with her mother was one of mutual respect and understanding, rooted in their shared commitment to service. For Anne, the late Queen represented the gold standard of monarchy, a figure who balanced tradition and adaptability with unmatched poise. Anne's message may well have been an appeal for Camilla to honor that legacy, especially at a time when the monarchy is under heightened scrutiny. Camilla's reaction to the message has been described as one of shock and hurt. While she has worked tirelessly to prove her dedication to her new role, Anne's pointed communication may have felt like a questioning of her suitability. For someone who has fought so hard for public acceptance, this internal criticism could be a deeply personal blow. However, those who know Camilla say she is resilient, accustomed to navigating challenges and finding ways to adapt. King Charles, meanwhile, is said to be grappling with the fallout. His affection for his sister and his wife is evident, yet he faces the unenviable task of mediating between two women who hold significant influence in his life. The situation is further complicated by the public nature of the royal family's roles. While most families resolve disputes privately, the monarchy's every move is observed, analyzed, and critiqued by the world. For Charles, managing this tension while maintaining the dignity of his reign is a test of both his leadership and his emotional resilience. The public has not been immune to the intrigue surrounding this situation. Princess Anne, long admired for her work ethic and commitment, has garnered widespread support for her message, with many praising her courage in speaking out. Camilla, on the other hand, continues to face a divided public. While some applaud her efforts to modernize the monarchy, others view her with lingering suspicion, shaped by her controversial history with King Charles. Social media has become a battleground for opinions, with hashtags trending and debates raging about the implications of Anne's message. Some argue that Anne is a necessary voice of tradition, a custodian of the monarchy's core values. Others suggest that her stance may be too rigid, potentially alienating those who see modernization as essential for the institution's survival. Camilla's supporters, meanwhile, emphasize her role as a unifying figure for King Charles, pointing out her contributions to his stability and the monarchy's evolving image. As the debate continues, it is clear that this moment has brought long simmering issues to the surface. The monarchy, while outwardly unified, is still a family grappling with its own complexities. Anne's message, though tragic in its tone, reflects the challenges of navigating these personal relationships within the framework of an institution that demands public perfection. The atmosphere within Buckingham Palace is reportedly tense but measured. Anne and Camilla, both professionals deeply aware of their public roles, are said to be taking steps to avoid further escalation. Yet, the underlying issues remain unresolved. This episode has brought to light the differences in how they view their roles and responsibilities, as well as the broader direction of the monarchy under King Charles. For the monarchy, this moment presents both a challenge and an opportunity. The conflict between Anne and Camilla underscores the difficulties of balancing tradition with the need to adapt to a changing world. It also highlights the importance of finding common ground, not just for their personal relationship, but for the institution as a whole. As the public waits to see how this drama unfolds, one thing is certain: the monarchy is once again at a crossroads. How Princess Anne and Queen Camilla navigate this moment will not only shape their relationship, but also influence the public's perception of the royal family. In an era where transparency and relatability are increasingly demanded, the way forward requires both reflection and unity. Whether Anne's message will serve as a catalyst for positive change or deepen the divide remains to be seen, but the eyes of the world are firmly fixed on Buckingham Palace. As the tension between Princess Anne and Queen Camilla continues to ripple through the royal family, the spotlight shifts to the emotional undercurrents driving this unfolding drama. Royal watchers and insiders alike are grappling with the implications of Anne's tragic message, a communication that appears to have struck at the very heart of their relationship and, by extension, the monarchy itself. Beyond the protocols and public engagements, this moment has revealed a deeply human story of two women navigating their shared yet contrasting realities within one of the world's oldest institutions. Princess Anne has always been defined by her sense of duty and pragmatism. For her, the monarchy is an unshakable institution, one that demands unwavering commitment and sacrifices from those who serve it. Anne's entire life has been a testament to this ethos, from her tireless work with hundreds of charities to her steadfast adherence to royal traditions. She is a figure who has consistently put the needs of the monarchy above her own, often shunning the limelight in favor of quiet service. For Queen Camilla, the journey has been markedly different. Her rise to the role of queen consort was anything but conventional, marked by intense public scrutiny and a relentless battle for acceptance. While Anne was born into the institution, Camilla entered it through a relationship that was for many years controversial. Over time, she has worked diligently to carve out her place, aligning herself with causes like literacy and domestic violence awareness, which resonate deeply with the public. Yet the specter of her past and the ever-present comparisons to Princess Diana have made her path fraught with challenges. These starkly different trajectories have inevitably shaped their approaches to royal life. Anne's rigidity and Camilla's flexibility often seem at odds, a reflection of their differing views on what it means to serve the monarchy. While both women are fiercely committed to the institution, the methods by which they express this commitment have become a point of contention. Anne's message, described as tragic and heartfelt, has thrown these differences into sharp relief. Insiders suggest that it was not delivered out of malice, but rather a profound sense of responsibility. For Anne, addressing Camilla directly may have been a way of safeguarding the monarchy's future, a plea to uphold the values that she believes are essential to its survival. Yet the emotional weight of her words has reportedly left Camilla deeply unsettled, adding a personal dimension to what is, at its core, a clash of principles. Within Buckingham Palace, the fallout from this exchange has been palpable. Staff, accustomed to the delicate balancing act of royal relationships, are said to be treading carefully. While the royals maintain a united front in public, the behind-the-scenes atmosphere is one of quiet tension. Anne and Camilla, both seasoned in managing public perception, are reportedly doing their best to contain the situation. However, the underlying rift remains, and its potential to impact the monarchy's broader narrative cannot be ignored. King Charles finds himself in an unenviable position, caught between his sister's unwavering dedication to tradition and his wife's desire to modernize the monarchy's image. His role as both monarch and family mediator is being tested in ways that could define his reign. Charles has long advocated for a streamlined and modernized monarchy, a vision that aligns more closely with Camilla's approach. Yet, Anne's perspective, rooted in her deep respect for their mother's legacy, carries its own weight. Balancing these viewpoints without alienating either side will require a level of diplomacy that few can envy. Public reaction to this situation has been as polarized as expected. Anne's supporters admire her for speaking out, viewing her as a guardian of the monarchy's core principles. Her message resonates with those who see her as a symbol of continuity and tradition, a figure unafraid to voice her concerns in the face of change. Camilla, meanwhile, has garnered sympathy from those who recognize the immense challenges she has faced in her role. Her journey to queen consort, though controversial, has been one of perseverance, and many applaud her efforts to bring a more relatable dimension to the monarchy. Social media, as always, has amplified the debate, with opinions ranging from staunch defense of Anne's position to calls for greater understanding of Camilla's perspective. The hashtags surrounding this royal drama have trended for days, reflecting the public's enduring fascination with the inner workings of the monarchy. While much of the discourse is speculative, it underscores the significant role public perception plays in shaping the royal family's narrative. Amid the speculation, one thing remains clear. This moment has brought long-standing tensions into the open. Anne's message, though deeply personal, has broader implications for the monarchy's trajectory under King Charles. It raises questions about the balance between tradition and modernization, about the role of individuals within an institution that demands unity above all else. For the monarchy, the stakes are high. This is not merely a family dispute, but a reflection of the challenges inherent in sustaining an institution that must navigate both its history and the demands of the present. Anne and Camilla, despite their differences, share a common goal: to ensure the monarchy's survival and relevance in an increasingly skeptical world. How they reconcile their approaches will be crucial, not only for their personal relationship, but for the public's perception of the monarchy as a whole. As the world watches, the royal family must confront these tensions with both transparency and discretion. Anne's message, while painful, may serve as a catalyst for deeper reflection and perhaps reconciliation. Camilla's response and her ability to navigate this moment with grace will undoubtedly shape her legacy as queen consort. For Charles, this is a defining moment, a test of his leadership and his ability to bring his family together in the face of adversity. In this unfolding story, the lines between personal and institutional become increasingly blurred. Anne's tragic message and its aftermath highlight the complexities of royal life, where every decision carries implications far beyond the individual. The path forward will require careful navigation, but if there is one thing the monarchy has proven time and again, it is its resilience in the face of challenge. Whether this moment strengthens their bonds or deepens the divide, its impact will resonate for years to come. The story of Princess Anne and Queen Camilla, now intertwined in a moment of personal and institutional reckoning, continues to captivate the public and those closest to the monarchy. As the dust begins to settle on the immediate fallout of Anne's tragic message, attention turns to what this means for the future. In the royal family, moments of conflict are not just personal. They shape perceptions, impact relationships, and have far-reaching implications for the stability of the monarchy itself. Within the halls of Buckingham Palace, there is a growing awareness that this incident has exposed a deeper divide, not only between Anne and Camilla, but within the royal family as a whole. For years, the monarchy has projected an image of unity, even in the face of significant challenges. This facade, carefully maintained through public appearances and official statements, is critical to preserving the public's trust. But behind the scenes, cracks have occasionally appeared, and this latest episode has widened them in a way that cannot be easily ignored. Princess Anne, ever the embodiment of discipline and tradition, remains resolute in her beliefs. Her message, while undeniably heartfelt, has also been seen as a line in the sand. It reflects her unwavering conviction that the monarchy must hold fast to its traditions to maintain its integrity. For Anne, this is not just about Queen Camilla. It is about the very fabric of the institution she has spent her life serving. Yet even Anne understands the risks involved in pushing too hard. Alienating Camilla, who holds a critical role in supporting King Charles, could destabilize the delicate balance within the family. Camilla, meanwhile, has taken steps to absorb the impact of Anne's words. Those close to her describe a woman determined to rise above the situation, leaning on her resilience and the quiet confidence that has helped her navigate a lifetime of challenges. She has long understood that her role as queen consort comes with its own unique set of pressures, and this latest tension only underscores the scrutiny she continues to face. While hurt by Anne's message, Camilla is reportedly focused on finding a way forward, one that preserves both her personal dignity and her commitment to her responsibilities. For King Charles, the stakes are perhaps the highest. His reign is still in its early stages, and this moment represents both a test and an opportunity. As monarch, he must ensure that the institution remains stable and cohesive, even as it adapts to the evolving expectations of the public. As a husband and brother, he must navigate the emotional complexities of this situation, balancing the needs and perspectives of two women who play critical roles in his life. His ability to mediate this tension will not only define his leadership style, but also set the tone for how the monarchy approaches conflict in the future. The public, too, remains deeply invested in this story. The divide between those who align with Anne's traditionalist stance and those who support Camilla's modernizing approach mirrors broader societal debates about the role of monarchy in the 21st century. This moment has sparked a renewed dialogue about what the monarchy should represent and how it can remain relevant in an increasingly diverse and fast-paced world. For many, Anne's message serves as a reminder of the monarchy's historical roots, while Camilla's response highlights the necessity of evolution. On social media and in the press, discussions have ranged from speculation about the specifics of Anne's message to broader commentary on the dynamics within the royal family. The monarchy's silence on the matter has only fueled the intrigue, allowing the public to fill in the gaps with their own interpretations. While this has kept the story alive, it has also placed additional pressure on the family to present a united front moving forward. What happens next will undoubtedly shape the narrative for years to come. Insiders suggest that efforts are already underway to ease the tension, with private conversations between Anne, Camilla, and Charles aimed at finding common ground. These discussions, though behind closed doors, will be critical in determining whether this moment leads to healing or further division. For Anne and Camilla, the challenge lies in reconciling their differing approaches to royal life, while recognizing the shared goal that ultimately binds them, ensuring the monarchy's survival and success. This incident also raises questions about the future role of other members of the royal family. Figures like Prince William and Princess Kate, often seen as the future of the monarchy, may play a larger part in bridging generational and ideological divides. William, who has shown a keen understanding of the monarchy's need to modernize while respecting its traditions, is likely to emerge as a stabilizing force in these discussions. Meanwhile, the ongoing estrangement of Prince Harry adds another layer of complexity, as his absence continues to highlight the family's internal challenges. In many ways, this moment encapsulates the monarchy's ongoing struggle to balance its past with its future. Princess Anne's steadfast dedication to tradition represents a connection to the monarchy's historical roots, while Queen Camilla's journey reflects the institution's efforts to adapt to a changing world. Both approaches, while seemingly at odds, are essential to the monarchy's continued relevance. The challenge lies in finding a way to harmonize these perspectives without losing the essence of what the monarchy represents. As the royal family navigates this pivotal moment, one thing remains clear. The monarchy's resilience will once again be put to the test. Princess Anne's message, while painful, may ultimately serve as a catalyst for introspection and growth. Queen Camilla's response, shaped by her strength and determination, will be equally critical in defining the path forward. And for King Charles, this is a moment to demonstrate the leadership and unity that will define his reign. In the end, the resolution of this conflict will not only affect the individuals involved, but also the public's perception of the monarchy as a whole. How the family addresses this tension, whether through reconciliation, compromise, or continued silence, will send a powerful message about its ability to evolve while honoring its traditions. The world will be watching, as it always does, eager to see how this latest chapter in royal history unfolds, and what it means for the future of one of the world's most enduring institutions. With that, we have reached the end of today's video. If you have come this far with us, be sure to check out other videos on the channel.